everyone, today I'm going to talk to y'all about my monthly makeup bag. So what I do is every month I go through my pretty extensive makeup collection and I pull out some products that I want to use that month. And I continue using them until however many products I've bought that much equals how many I've used up. So there's always products I'm buying because I count my subscription services, so my Ipsy and Birchbox. So that means every month I buy at least 10 products, so I use up at least 10 products. And then if any of these products get used up throughout the month, then I incorporate something else until I hit that magic number, and then I get to use everything in my collection. I started this a few months ago, and I really think it's helping me use up some more makeup, hone in on some products so I can really get like my opinion about them. And I really enjoyed it, and I feel like it's limiting for me, but not as limiting as some things where I get sick of using the same makeup and I'm not enjoying it anymore. So I'm really enjoying this little system I've come up with. So hopefully you are too. So let's just go ahead and get into the products I've chosen this month. First, I have the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizing Primer. This is the smoothing primer. I like to have a smoothing primer for my T-zone, just because I do have some like pores and lines and stuff. Nothing major, I mean, you know, but that's what I like to do. This is the only smoothing primer I have right now, so it's in all my makeup bags. I do mark my usage of it just because it's interesting to see for me how much I've used up. And then I like to have a glowy primer for like my cheeks and my chin and stuff. And I have this little Burberry sample of the Nude Radiance 01 Fresh Glow. This is okay. Obviously this is not going to last me the whole month, but I do think it's important to incorporate these smaller samples as well, just to make sure you're really going through your stuff. So then I've got my foundation. This is my Jouer Matte Moisture Tint. It came in a Birchbox a couple months ago. It's in the shade Beige Natural, which is usually too dark for me, but because I have spent a lot of time working in the field, on the boat, at the beach, stuff like that, it has really, my skin's gotten darker, I've gotten tan, so this almost matches me. It's still a little yellow, but it works. So I would like to get this used up before it stops matching me. So I'm about right here, although I mark it the first day of the month. Today is the 4th, or no, today's the 5th actually. So obviously I've used it 5 days, or ish 5 days. I don't wear makeup quite every day. So a little bit more use, but I definitely think I can get through this month. Next, I have my concealers. So I have the Tarina Tarantino I Dream Hyperlight. I have done a full review of this, so I'll link that below. It's nice. It's kind of a hit and miss product. Some days I really like it, some days I don't, but it's there. And then I'm using this Hard Candy concealer pencil. It's the Glamouflage concealer pencil that comes with the tube of Glamouflage, so these come together. It doesn't seem like I have that much of it, but from past experience I know that these things last forever, so we'll see about that. And I chose 2 powders. I have my NYX Radiant Finishing Powder in the shade 01 Brighten. I use this under my eyes and occasionally down the bridge of my nose, because it's a highlight, but it's more matte, and that's kind of what I like for my nose. So there's this. I use this every month. It's my only brightening powder, but there's still quite a bit in there, obviously. And then my Neutrogena Skin Clearing Mineral Powder. So once I hit pan on a product, it stays in my makeup bag until it's used up. This product's been there pretty much since the beginning. I think all of these products that I'm going to show you that I've hit pan on, I've been using since the beginning. But in June, I really didn't use that much makeup, so I didn't get as much use out of it as I was hoping. But here you go. You can tell there's quite a bit. Well, there's not that much. It's all around the edges, but I think I can maybe finish this up this month, maybe next month. But I definitely think it'll be done relatively soon. And next, we're going to go, so I always choose some cream and some powder cheek products just so I can kind of switch up the look a little bit. So for this cream contour, I used the Tarte, the Sculptor in the shade 01. This came in the Sephora Favorites kit. I did review that, so I'll link it below. I'll swatch it for you right here. So I think it's really nice. It's really pigmented. It's nice, cool tone. It's blendable. I used the little brush that it actually came with, this little thing, to blend it out, and I like it. So big fan of this. And I actually saw the other day that it comes with a highlighter in the full size, this little double-ended thing, and it's on sale right now at Sephora if you're interested in trying it. So then for the blush, I have this Trestique Baby Blush Stick in Bora Bora Coral. So there's that much left. I definitely don't think I'll be finishing this anytime soon. It is a drier formula, but it is pretty pigmented. So it's right here. It's this nice pinky coral. I did film almost this entire thing. In case you don't know, I film on my iPad. So I got a phone call and it showed up and it like stopped my filming. So that was annoying, but that's okay. And then for my final cream product, I've also fully reviewed this. It's the Benefit What's Up highlighter. I have a ton of this left. I think I'm going to have this forever. It's a really beautifully pigmented goldy champagne. It's this one right here. Really love the look of this. I am using all the blush, all the cream, and then also these powder products I'm using today. So a big fan of this. And then for the powder products, I have the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder and 01 Highlight. This was also in that little set. It's a domed product. I've gotten some pretty decent use out of it. I really love it. It is right here. So it's a nice powder where it gives you a lot of glow. It's not a sparkly powder. It's not like some of the Becca ones. They don't have glitter, but they're very obvious. This is a more natural highlight while still giving you a lot of impact. I don't know. I really love this. I think it's beautiful. It's one of my favorites. So loving that. And then both of these products you've seen, they're products I've hit pan on. First is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in 720A Sunny. A lot of people, when they probably hit this point, would throw it away, but there's still a little product, and I try to get as much use of product as I can. You can see there's still a little bit right around the edges. I will almost definitely use this up this month, which will be exciting. It'll be the first bronzer I've ever used up, so that'll be cool. So there's that. And then there's the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer in the shade St. Lucia. So here is that blush. You can tell again it's almost all used up. Hopefully I can finish this up this month. I can't swatch it for you because there's just not enough. But obviously, so what I do is, even though I'll have used this up, it won't count as an empty because I still have this whole item. So until I can throw it away. So like if I used up an eyeshadow, it's not an empty because, you know, it's an eyeshadow and a palette. I still have that whole palette. So that's just kind of how I do it. But that also means when I buy it, it only counts as one thing. But I do think I'll use this up, but then I've got this whole contour left. Alright, so now let's move on to my very favorite eyes. You can tell that I give myself a lot more leeway with eye products than anything else. That's just how I do it. Because eyeshadow is my very favorite. So I have the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is my clear eyeshadow one that doesn't give a lot of color. I do like this a lot. It's probably not my favorite. I think the Lorac Behind the Scenes is probably my favorite, but I'm a big fan of that. And then for my colored one, I'm using the Maybelline 24-Hour Color Tattoo Metal in 55 Inked in Pink. So you can tell I've got a really nice dip in this. I might even hit the bottom, which would be really exciting. And let me show you. It's right here. It's this nice pink shimmering shade. I am using it today. I'm a big fan of these color tattoos. And then for powder, I have this Coastal Scents Reveal 2 palette sampler in the shade Sunset. This came in a Birchbox. It had 2 shades that I hit pan. There was a gold here, but it's all gone. And then there's this really neat pinky brown shade. I swatched it right here. It's kind of a taupey pinky brown. It's just really gorgeous. I'm a really big fan of it, but you'll see I have another dark brown that I've been using a lot more, so this hasn't gotten as much use. And then I have this copper and deep brown as well that haven't gotten very much use and haven't hit pan on those. And then I have this Almay Shadow Softie in the shade 140 Vintage Grape. This I've used a lot, but I feel like you can't really, I don't know, I feel like it's hard to see usage out of this. But I have been using it, I promise. Obviously, eyeshadow takes a lot longer for me because I do give myself, so there it is, it doesn't swatch super well. I give myself a lot of leeway with eyeshadow because it's my favorite. The one thing that, like, I can use the same blush every day, even though I like to change it up. A lot of things I can deal with, even lip products, but eyeshadow, I need options. So, it takes a lot longer for me to use it up. But that's okay, because it's my favorite. So, there's this. And then there's the Victoria's Secret Beauty Rush Wet Eyeshadow in the shade Bronzinger. This actually broke last month. So there it is. You can tell there's still a lot around the sides. A lot to use up. It's a very nice deep brown. It's very shimmery. I am using it today in the outer corner. So then I have a palette. I haven't hauled this yet, but it will be hauled pretty soon. I'm thinking Thursday I'm going to haul it. And another palette that will obviously, whenever I get things that are new, so I generally try not to buy anything like from Sephora or whatever. I happen to buy these things at the very end of the month. So they're showing up now. So I'm putting in these monthly makeup bags so I can actually get some use out of it. So I have this and something else that will be in that. And then, whenever I get my Ipsy and Birchbox, if I'm not finished with my bag that month, it just gets incorporated into it. But anyway, it's the brand new Urban Decay, or not brand new, but the new Urban Decay Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette. It's on sale right now for $25. It's really pretty. It is a lot more geared towards fair skin because these are Gwen Stefani. She chose these eyeshadows and she is very fair. I'm using it today. I'm using this Harajuku shade, Bath Water, Zone, Blonde. I think that's what I'm using. I've used it a couple of times, and so far I'm actually really impressed with it and really liking it. I think I'll probably end up doing a full review on it this month. But there's that shade, that palette that I'm using. So that's all my eyeshadow. I give myself 3 eyeliner options, which may be excessive, but it's what I do. So I do a liquid eyeliner, and this month it's the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner in the shade Intense Black. That is the eyeliner I'm using today. This is my favorite liquid liner. It's super black. I think it's really easy to use. I'm a big fan of it. And then I like to give myself a neutral eyeliner, so I'm using the Starlux Luxe Longwear Intense Eye Pencil in Jet. This is kind of a drier formula, and it's not super pigmented. And it just fell out. Oh no. Well, that's annoying. I'll put it back in. Alright, so it's obviously not that great. It's right there. I just got this a couple months ago in an Ipsy bag, so that's weird. But I am trying to get some use out of that. Hopefully you can maybe use it up. Probably not, though. And then I've got this, it's by Skone. It's the Pretty Eyes eyeliner in navy. This was also from an Ipsy bag, but this is a much better eyeliner. It's that beautiful blue. It's a really nice shade. It does stay in the waterline all day. It's right there. So big fan of this. Then for my mascara, I'm using the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. I feel like I've been using this a lot recently. Hopefully I can use it up. It's got that nice big natural brush. I do like this formula. And then for my eyebrow, I did have something else, but it broke. You'll see that in my empties. So I'm using the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is in the medium deep. This is the older version. I really do like this, but it does kind of get clumpy. It's got this teeny tiny little brush, which is really easy to use, but it can get really clumpy, so I'm not a fan of that. But there's that. And then for my lips this month, my lip liner. I do really love a lip liner. I love the look of it, so I am trying to incorporate those more. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner in the shade 063 Easton Snob. I've got like 2-3 uses out of it. That's all the way up. So I definitely think this will be gone this month. It's this beautiful light pink that's really close to my natural lip color. Big fan. And then also I have for my lip color, I have the Manna Kadar Beauty Simplified Lip Locked Priming Gloss Stain in the shade Lucky. So here it is. It's actually really nicely pigmented. It's this pretty mauvey pink. I try to choose a more neutrally lip color because, you know, you never know what's going to be going on with my eyes, so there's that. In the past, I have chosen multiple colors, but I try not to do that. I try to really, you know, the point of this is to hone in and use up some makeup, so I don't want to have 18 different options for lips. So that's all the makeup, and then I have 2 kind of more random things that I do incorporate into this as well. First is the nail polish. So this is the nail polish I'm wearing right now. It's the Pixi nail color in the shade number 13 Summer Pink. So it was all the way up and now it's about right there. So obviously I am getting some use out of it. It's on my nails and toes and it will be for the rest of the month. And then I also incorporate a perfume. Again, I do try to, for these makeup bags, I try to choose the smaller items in my product, in my collection, except for the fact my eyeshadow, because eyeshadow, like I said, I just go for whatever. But everything else I try to choose the smaller items, so I'll use them up quicker and then have, you know, more free reign. I think that makes sense. I actually don't even know what this was. I got it in a Birchbox and it came really rubbed off. It's a weird scent. I don't know. I can't see how much is in it, but I'm assuming it's near the bottom. So there's that. That's my perfume for the month until I use it up, and then it'll be another sample probably. So that is everything. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions about this. Again, anything that I reviewed will be linked below, as well as a makeup bag playlist and my empties playlist, so you can see how I have been using up a lot more makeup recently. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, comments. Talking to y'all is one of my favorite things. If you have questions about what's on my face, it's always listed below, as well as all my jewelry and stuff. So thank you so much, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye.